Look at you. Look at you in your special yard right now. Well, everybody, thank you. This is Tammy here at the Wildcat Sanctuary in Sandstone, Minnesota. We are in our quarantine yard with one of our special medical cases. This is, well, can you guess it? Bobcat Enzo. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for everybody that has wished me happy birthday. I really appreciate it. It's nice when you know that so many people care. And this is Enzo, and Enzo looks different than you've seen before. For my birthday, I have asked to have a birthday challenge and see if all of you can help us step up and raise up to $25,000 of medical care for special treatment for cats like Enzo and the residents that come to us. As you guys have known for so many years here at the sanctuary, that cats come to us in all shapes and sizes, ages, and then even when they're here, injuries can happen. And so our on-site vet team is always problem solving for the next cat. We just recently, yesterday, had to do an MRI on little Ozark, the Asian leopard cat who had a head tilt. We had done on-site treatment here for ear infections and vestibular disease. Where are you going, Enzo? And we still couldn't solve the problem. So she went in for an MRI and did find out that she had an inner ear infection that could not be seen without an MRI or CT. And a special procedure had to be to help her. So now we're looking at Enzo here. And if you remember, Enzo's one of our most active cats. So he's temporarily in quarantine because one day morning, the caretakers, well, he's going to potty in front of us. Caretakers noticed that Enzo was limping. And so it was even Dr. Clark's vet day off. And, well, we're going to watch a bobcat poop. If you've never seen that, this is the first time. But we'll give him some privacy while we kind of look over at the new construction going on and the caretakers smiling at their boy Enzo, who's doing Enzo things. Oh, well, now we got to run. So Enzo, the caretakers noticed that he was limping and holding up his leg. And at first it looked like he just had like this little superficial wound. And so we reached out to Clark on his day off, and he had us start some antibiotic, anti-inflammatory, send him photos and videos. And then in the afternoon, we were he's not bearing weight on it again. So we're a little bit concerned. We sedated him and found out that he had a fracture. And the fracture was so close to the joint that we could not do a plate that would be successful or a casting that would be successful. So the entire team got together and made the decision that there was no other decision except to amputate Enzo's back leg. And that is really hard, a decision to make because he's so active. But as we know, with so many tripods here at the sanctuary, they do just fine. And so Enzo has pretty much been really a medical case that we're hoping to raise funds for. Because of you and because of the support you give, we were able to do all those radiographs on site, consult a radiologist, and then Dr. Campbell was able to do, with the ligature and the equipment we have, the amputation right on site, which meant that Enzo could get back to healing quickly, that he could be in quarantine until that incision healed. The staff was really good because they can get some phantom pain, and they can also not like their suture material as their skin heals and things. And that was really itchy for Enzo. So during Enzo's amputation recovery, he came into quarantine here, and he's hopefully going to be moving out in the near future. But the staff also built and brought over, I should say, because we've used this chute on other cats, this little chute you can see with the log on the other side. And that meant that they could get him to walk into this little skinny area, and they could spray bitter apple on it, which if you've used that for dogs or domestic cats, you know that it makes it taste icky, so they leave their incision alone, as well as get a better look at those sutures that were dissolving and if they had to remove a suture that was bothering him without sedation. So Mr. Enzo here is one of our medical miracles that you've helped made possible. It is my birthday. I will not share with you what the age is, but I will share a special treat with Enzo here in his watermelon treat. that I'm trying to raise $25,000 over the next week for these medical cases. As you know, pet care is so expensive, and here at the sanctuary we're doing preventative vaccines, we're doing specialized today there was just an intake exam and neuter procedure on Tiger Capone. But these special cases that are really unexpected, like a healthy bobcat Enzo injuring himself and found on rounds by the staff, that where we had to address that right away. And you can see it does not stop him at all. Enzo's going to be going out to one of his habitats again. It's one of those things right now we've all been, good boy, we've all been talking about where would be the best place for Enzo, but we know even with 3 legs, he is one of the most active bobcats we have. So we'd like to see him back in a bigger area. But the quarantine and the quarantine rebuild that you're helping us do allows Enzo to have a safe landing place for that recovery and still have a grassy yard, indoor building, and everything else. So Tigger is another special cat, and I think it just be the medical mysteries as caretaker Kelly loves. It's Enzo, and Tigger is one of your favorites. Can you talk a little bit about Tigger the Bengal and what happened to him earlier this year? I know Dr. Campbell had to stay overnight several nights. You guys did overnight checks.
I think it was a little bit later last year. He had some urinary issues going on, just didn't have a very steady flow. So it was just a very sensitive subject, especially with me because he is my favorite. But yeah, it was a lot of late night checks, making sure that he was urinating. He had a couple of catheters.
He had catheters for fluid going in and catheters for urine going out.
Yes.
So he was full of tubes for a while and needed night checks because of the urine crystals and the blockage.
Yes.
And how's he doing now?
He's doing great.
That's good. And he's an older boy. How old's Tigger?
Oh, I don't know that. At least 12, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he acts older than he is, but he is one of the few owners that still stay in touch and sponsor him and send treats. So it's just so great when we hear all the medical work that goes into the cats, but it doesn't come without a price tag, does it, Enzo? And I will say that with the rabbit scent and other scents that they put in Enzo's enclosure, this is the best live post I've been able to do because Enzo still might come run up. He is very active and very loves to reach through the fence. So he's one of our safety cats that we watch very closely, and you can see his tail going right there. Well, today it is my birthday. Let's see, gross face here. My birthday, and as my birthday wish, I'm asking for all of you to help us cover medical costs for many of the residents here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. We're going to showcase a few of those special cases over the week, and I know the one special case everybody's always wanting an update on is Taras. And again, Taras diagnosed with blastomycosis and has we're seeing success, and that is so wonderful because it's the caretaker's notice, the vet team intervened, we went and got those advanced imaging diagnostics because most cats, especially big cats with blasto, is not a success rate. So knowing that we've made that miracle happen, we're halfway through the process. We're hoping it continues to go well as it is. We can only do these medical miracles with your help. So $5 helps, $10 helps. I know you guys just gave to the big construction project going on, but guess what? You can refer a friend, and you don't have to do that. Refer a friend to give $5 or $10 towards these amazing recovery stories. So if you're just joining us, we are in the small quarantine area of our sanctuary. Bobcat Enzo, we've shared a little bit about his recent leg injury, which resulted in a leg amputation, but he is doing extremely well. We have other 3-legged cats, including Hal, Bruno, Chili, Omusa, Claude, and
Mindy.
Oh, Mindy. I always forget that Mindy has 3 legs. Enzo. And so, these cats do really, really well that way. And, it's really great when we see how well these animals adapt. But can you imagine if we didn't intervene as soon as we did? If it took days or weeks to get a diagnosis and a decision on what medical treatment could be done. Enzo went through everything in about 48 hours and he recovered really well. And we just wanted to say thank you. I know your tail's going. Your belly's full. You've got good enrichment, but you still would love to come up and tell me off in a good way. So thank you guys for being part of my birthday. I really appreciate it. And again, as my birthday wish, my wish is for us to all come together and raise funds for our medical expenses here at the sanctuary so that we can continue the amazing care, the dramatic changes, rescues, procedures, diagnostics that happen here at the sanctuary because of all of you. Thank you, Enzo.